This week we're going to be learning about events and streams in Node.js. And I'm going to start with an example of the demo program that I'm going to be working on this week. So I'm going to start with Git Bash. So all of this code is available in a GitHub repository that you can clone on your machine. So you don't have to type anything in necessarily. It might be useful if you follow along with the videos and type stuff in so that you get a deeper understanding of how everything fits together. But I will be providing the code for the demo project. And to get that, first you want to pick somewhere to put your project folder. And I'm on Windows, so I'm going to go C, Users, Mark. And then inside of this user's mark folder, I'm going to cd one more time to, I guess, downloads. And then let me go ahead and make a directory called chat demo. And then I'm going to cd into there. And then to actually clone the repository, the command is git clone https github.com pcc-cis 195n / nodechat.git. And you should see something that looks like that. Then I'm going to cd into the node chat folder. And this is where my project lives. So if I do directory, I can see there's client.js, which is the entry point for a chat client. And there's server.js, which is the entry point for a chat server. Before you can actually run this code, you're going to need at least one package that isn't standard. And that's the blessed package, which is basically a terminal package. It's a library that lets you build user interfaces that run in terminals, and it provides widgets that you can use. It's really similar to HTML in some ways. We're not going to spend a huge amount of time looking at blessed, but I'm going to use it to do a couple of cool things in the interface. So to install that, npm install blessed from the node chat folder. And that will take a minute. Oh, no, it actually seems to have installed it. Let's dir our node modules folder. And maybe it works. We'll go ahead and find out. So let's run this. I'm going to go ahead and open a couple of command shells. So here's one, and I'm going to cd to downloads, chat demo, node chat, and I'm going to try running the server in this one. So that's node server.js. And it says port bound, which means it's listening for a connection. And then someone else somewhere, this could be set up to work over the internet. I'm just going to run everything on one machine for simplicity in making this video. But I'm going to cd to downloads, chat demo, node chat here. And then this is going to be a client. So node client.js. And it's asking me, welcome to Node, press escape to exit, type your nickname in the box below, and press return to continue. So first person is going to be Alice. And I hit return. And gives me this interface. Here's the chat pane where messages appear. And here's the input box where I type the lines that I want to chat. Gives me a time and a date, a message from the system that Alice has joined the chat. And I'm going to say, hello world, and I hit return, and it says hello world. So not very interesting yet. I see that the chat server has received some messages. There was a join message with the name Alice, and there was a receive message with the type post. The post content was hello world, and the post was made by Alice. Let's make it a little bit more interesting. I'm going to open another command shell. And I'm going to cd to the same place. So downloads, chat demo, node chat, and node chat.js, client.js. And then this will be Bob. And when Bob joined the chat, you'll notice Alice got notified of that. So let me go ahead and move these around a little bit so we can sort of see both of them. So Bob is going to say hello, and that appears in Alice's message pane. And then Alice responds hello, and that appears in Bob's pane. Now, at a third point, let me add just one more person. So here is Cindy. And when Cindy joins, both Bob and Alice were notified. If Alice says, hello, Cindy, Bob sees that and Cindy sees that. Cindy can respond, hello, Alice. And both Alice and Bob get that chat message. At some point, Alice grows weary of chat, so she decides to leave. So I'm going to hit escape to leave, and I leave. When that happens, both Bob and Cindy are notified that Alice has left the chat. Cindy can leave the chat as well, and Bob is notified, and finally, Bob can leave the chat. So that's the system we're going to build, and it uses event emitters and streams to perform inter-process communication. So each of these clients uses a socket to communicate with the server, and the server takes messages from the clients and distributes them to the clients. The thing that makes this appropriate for a model that uses events is that everything is sort of happening asynchronously. So there's no particular order or way to predict who's going to type the next chat message, when somebody's going to join or leave the chat. Things are just sort of happening based on things that are outside of the system, specifically what people want to do. I want to join the chat, so I join the chat, even if it's in the middle of somebody else's conversation. So in order to sort of coordinate all of these different things that can happen at the same time, what we're going to do is have various parts of the system are going to emit events when important things happen. So for example, when I start a chat client and connect to the server, that's going to emit an event that the server is listening for, and the server will respond to that event. Or a different event might be a message coming in from somebody's chat or somebody leaving, and so on. So we'll see how to do that this week.